Hey Scrappy friends, Helen here, welcome back to my channel. So earlier today you saw me putting together my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit for February, and I have now found an inspiration for Instaspiration. So we're going to put that layout together. It's using the postage stamp die, which it's a hip kit design team layout, and they had a postage stamp die. Now I've got a postage stamp die from sometime last year, from Halo My Pie, so I'll be using that to create my background. Going to do it a bit different. I'll show you the inspiration anyway when we get to the desk. Before we get to that, if you're not already a subscriber, please think about hitting that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell so you know when I put a new video up. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like and let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed, and you're not sure what to say, just pop an emoji for the sake of engagement, and check out the playlist in the description box for How to Kill a Kit with Style, and also there'll be a link at the end of the video for my Instaspiration playlist for you to see the other videos from this series. That out of the way, let's get scrapping. Okay, so before I pop you on fast forward, I just want to show you, I'm going to be scrapping pictures of my youngest niece Catherine for her 21st birthday, and this is her best friend Alice. So I'm going to scrap those pictures. And this cake, her sister Caris ordered from, I can't remember where she ordered it from, but it's beautiful. It's chocolate cake with white chocolate ganache. Catherine's favourite things are space and chocolate and white chocolate. So the dies I was talking about are these, and I'm probably use a combination of this one, and these two to give me the different sizes and shapes. And this is the inspiration from Instagram. It's from Darn Scrapped, so D triple A is it? 4 A's and SCRAPPT for Hip Kit Club, and this is from 9th December 2024. So she's used the die, the postage stamp dies, and cut. It looks like she's left the paper in the die and coloured the cardstock, the white cardstock, whilst in the die, which looks amazing, really effective. And then she's got the photos on top of that. These look like they're 3D foamed up too, some embellishments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the different dies for some of the pattern paper. And then I'm going to have the 2 photos on top. And yeah, go from there, embellish from there. So this one's focus is chipboard. So I've got all the chipboard from, and stickers, sorry. So we saw my old chipboard and stickers from looking through the putting the kit together in the previous video. So these sheets, this is left over from last month, and then this is this month's adding to it. I'm thinking for the background I am going to use one of these neutral sheets, so I think I might actually use the Simple Stories ledger, either the grid or the ledger. I'm going to use the grid. So we pop that there. Let me pop the inspiration piece here. Let me just, there we go. So that's my inspiration piece. That's my 21 chipboard. So I know I need to pick some pinks out from the papers. And yeah, so I'm going to trim the photos down. I'm going to choose some papers, take the dies over to my Gemini and get them cut, and then we'll be back to assemble the layout. Okay, so I cannot remember what I've told you in the intro. I'm using the Simple Stories piece of pattern paper there. I have trimmed it down to, I think it's 11.5-inch square. So I've took 1/2 inch off one side and one on the bottom, and then I am layering that on that grey piece of Stampin' Up paper. I'm taking the postage stamp, shaped dies out of that collection, out of each of those die cut collections, and I am just choose some papers now. So I've got two, I think all three of them. Oh no, two were Stampin' Up and one was the other collection. I cannot remember what it is. And then I've got a scrap of Vicky Booton there in the pink. So I'm going to layer these postage stamp dies onto the paper. I'm just working out how to get the most out of them. So I do end up with the pink one hanging off the edge. I cut the other sheets 6 inches. So I've got two 6x12 pieces. And then I go and take them through the Gemini. Now with those three, the pink, not the pink, sorry, the blue, orange, and the green, I do layer up the 3 pieces at a time. I think possibly 3 was one too many for this big full die, so maybe 2. It would be okay with 2, but with the others, it's okay. It does go through all 3 sheets. So I do just separate them out to then give me each, the separate postage stamp pieces. So separate all of them out and then I layer them up in their colours so that I can decide going around the page what I want. Where I want them. I give up on the trimmer and decide it's going to be quicker with a pair of scissors. So I'm doing that with some of the ones with that really thin paper. Um, it They do actually just tear apart on the smaller ones, so that was pretty quick. But with the Stampin' Up paper and the Vicky Booton paper, the American Crafts paper, it is a bit thicker, so they don't really pull apart so well. So I'm just layering them all out now, just getting the different colours in their piles and the different sizes as well. I do lose the blue ones, and then I realise they're up at the top of the page of my page. That's why I can't find them. So I'm sorting through them there. There we go, found them. Okay, so once I've got them all laid out, I then start arranging them on the page. Just moving my inspiration piece out of the way, just to make room for all of these little pieces. I have loads of these left over, so they will probably turn up as embellishments on other layouts as well. They've gone back in the pack. I just stick the 2 photos together, and so they are moving about as one piece, and then decide where the 21's going. So that's the chipboard from Felicity Jane, the 21. And then I'm getting some of my Vicky alphas out because I'm going to do Hip Hip Hooray. I do start to do it with the all one alphabet and then realise I've not got, I think it was enough H's to do hooray. And then, so I'm pulling out a couple of other of the alphas that I've got from the Vicky Booton collections. The hooray does actually change. I pause there because I'm asking Alexa how to spell hooray because I couldn't remember. Um, so yeah, that does, as I said, that does change out, and I'm using an I there upside down as an exclamation mark, exclamation point. So as I said, that hooray, I do change the font for that later on. Okay, so I'm just going to arrange the postage stamps die pieces around the page. I'm trying to have 3 of each colour in a particular size dotted about. I did actually only do 2 of the pink, and then I go changing the sizes up. I then decided actually, to make this a bit easier, I did want the photo higher than the die cut pieces, so I'm putting the foam on the back of them. I am going to actually put every single one of the postage stamp die cut pieces on foam as well, so you'll see how I change up the foam behind the photo later on to make that still higher than these die cut pieces I'm putting down. So just still arranging them around the photo to a pattern that I am happy with. Move some around so I've not got as much of the same colours next to each other. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Up dimensionals on the back of these because it's not quite as high as the 1-inch foam pads that I've got on the photo, the 6-2 1-inch foam pads from Hey Little Magpie on the photo. The dimensionals aren't quite as thick. I think dimensionals are 2 mil, I think,
I can't remember. I've run out of the big dimensionals, so I'm now using the tiny ones. I've cut out a lot of sticking the die cut pieces down because you've seen me place them. So here I am making the photo raised above the die cut pieces, and I'm just putting a layer of dimensionals around on top of the 1 inch foam pads we've already got on, and placing that in amongst the middle of those die cut pieces that I've already stuck, and I'm going to finish sticking the rest of them now. So there you go. I've kind of used the grid as a line for that as well, so I was really happy with that. I was going to put the 21 down on the flat on the paper, and I didn't. I decided not to. It is going up on there. I'd also couldn't remember if these were self-adhesive backed and end up ripping a layer off because they're not. So with the 21, because the top and the bottom's hanging off the die cut piece, I do put some more dimensionals on there and then add a little bit of wet glue, and there's wet glue on the one as well. Um, so I'm going to place a hip around the 21 and then change the alpha stickers for Hooray. So I do put the hip sort of shaped around the top of the two. I really like that. And then decide the Hooray is too big. So I do pull out the Paige Taylor Evans, these, the little tiny foam ones. I just love these. I wish I bought more than two of these when they were out. So I used the navy blue for the Hooray there. Um, so that's my title done, and my photo and the die cut piece is stuck down. So we're now going to go through the embellishments. I really go mad with the embellishments on this, and I must say, every time I'm walking out of my craft room, this is on the shelves by the door, and I look at this layout and smile. It's the happiest I've been with a layout in ages. I just love it, and I hope you guys like it too. So I'm using the balloons here from the papery from the Vicky Bouton. I can't remember which collection this was. Is it Colour Study? Colour Study or Sweet Rush, and the same with that chipboard die cut label as well. I've got the chipboard splats there and some butterflies, and I've used all but one chipboard sticker that I'd pulled out for last month's How to Kill a Kit, and I thought it's quite fitting because this month is chipboard as well. And then I am going to go through the stickers and the chipboard that I've added to the kit this month for this month's prompt. This moves about a little bit and ends up there. And then I do add some of those little dots, the chipboard dots, and I go through for some more stickers. I like things in threes. I was going to put friends, I decided not to. It does actually end up back on there. And some things get moved around to work with the stickers that I add. So I've decided I'm just going to commit. I'm going to stick as I go, make things a little bit quicker and a little bit more uncertain. So you're not sat at the end as well watching me stick things down. I'm going to glue as I go. Um, yeah, so as I said, I do actually end up putting that friends on there. Just while I'm deciding where that's going. um, don't forget to check out the playlist. There is my Insta-spiration playlist for my Saturday series, and also the How to Kill a Kit with Style series playlist as well for everybody taking part with that hop. Just scattering some more pieces about here. So back to those circle chipboards pieces. And then I'm going to pop some of these Ellie Studio puffy heart stickers around. So I'll put the gold ones around, and then I do come in with some of the little multicoloured ones which I scatter around near the chipboard paint splats. Splats. I can't remember. I'm lost my words now. But yeah, there we are. Some close up for you. You can hopefully see the dimension on the page. Absolutely delighted with this one, as I've said. Some stills at the end for you. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.